Yo, what's up, you guys? But I'm Fire here back with another video, and today we're going to be bringing you guys another offensive gameplay in Madden 22. Now, I did a video like this probably a week ago out of the gun tight slot open formation. You guys like this style a lot, the post commentary where we kind of lab out of a formation. This is something that I have not gone into practice mode before the video and ran. This is something that we're labbing literally online. So you can see the audibles taking me a while because I'm still looking at some of the plays, thinking about what might work. Now we're gonna go with dive, off tackle, and then I think we settle on the slot corner play, and then at the RB we go with the play action waggle. There are some other good plays. There's a halfback slam that I like. There is a bench play that I like, and then there is another play. Now I don't know what happens here. We actually run the ball, but Joe Mixon looked really fast there, and he wasn't that way on any of the other runs. I think it might be maybe because of the fullback positioning, so that actually could be glitchy if that's the case. But here we're going with the slot corner. Now, this formation, the gun or the single back tight flex is interesting. Now, the main reason is because you have your tight end CJ Uzoma on that outside, rather than normally your tight ends in the slot. Out of the gun tight flex, your tight ends in the slot, but he is actually on the outside and is the same way flipped, both directions. Now, the playbook that we're in today is going to be the balanced playbook, so just normal balance, not pass balance, not run balance, just balanced. It is only in this playbook, so it's super exclusive. This is a formation that I've actually ran both in Madden 20 and Madden 21. I think I did videos on both years. We actually find ourselves in a tough situation of 4th and 12. Our offensive line has been the case for a lot of that. Terrible blocks. Thankfully here, Joe Mixon's going to slam Buckner to the ground. We get enough time to actually develop this kind of a slot post route. We smart routed it, and it kind of turned into a crosser there. Now we're going to go try and run the ball. Looked like we might have had a touchdown there, but a weak side shed, unfortunately, kind of takes that out. Here, you'll see one of my favorite route combinations or routes in general out of any single back formation. Something that, for whatever reason in this game, I only ran in the red zone, but I should have went ahead and ran it in, pretty much every other situation. So that's something that if I ran this formation again, I would definitely do that. Again, I do apologize for this being a post commentary. I know some of you guys like the live commentary, and I also do not have the face cam for this video. I know how much you guys miss seeing my face, but here we're going against a toter on offense. In regs, you of course have that game planning thing. So I see the Colts. I set my thing to run inside. That's what we want to stop. And that came out to be true as he did continue to run the ball. Here we have an opportunity to make an early stop. 3rd and 16. He's going to be in this tight slots halfback week, although this particular opponent did a lot of audibling around, as you might expect. We're in the 2-4-5 odd to start. And really, I'm one of those defensive players that I struggle early in the game. You could be the worst player in the planet or on the planet, and I would struggle against you early in games. It's just who I am. I begin audibling around, so immediately we go to the 3-5 wide here. I'm getting sick of this guy's run game. He's actually pretty much chewing clock. I don't think he's concretely chewing clock, but he's pretty much audibling and making so many adjustments that he's taking the ball down. And now he goes to a no huddle. I mean, you can see that this guy was kind of playing in an unorthodox style. Now he's going ahead audibling, switching formations. But we're just going to stick in this wide. We expect the run, and we're able to shoot that gap relatively easily right there. Once again, he's going to go play action here. Everything seems to be defended well. No pass rush, and he's able to hit T.Y. Hilton on this little bounce back that I thought should have been defended, but he makes the contested catch and moves the chains. But you notice, look at the clock. I mean, just the way these games go, this is regs, but same case scenario for Ultimate Team. You do not have a lot of possessions in the game. Now you'll notice that the second half we'll get a lot more chances, but I mean, usually the way the first half goes in this game, it's feel out process. So normally you're taking away his big play opportunities and pretty much giving him anything he wants underneath. You'll get these long drive situations, and now you notice that we've already had 2 drives, and there's only a minute and 35 on the clock. So here we're going to go back to this slot corner play. It's really good. You have a shallow corner route that beats man. You have a shallow post route, and immediately we're able to hit Tyler Boyd on there. Now, I actually do like the Bengals a lot. Ability-wise, they're not good at all. You don't have any special abilities. You don't have Gunslinger, but you just have a lot of really balanced players on, of course, good weapons. The quarterback, he's decent. He's not good, but he's not, terrible. But, I mean, the biggest weakness is the O-line. Here, I miss my read with why we try to throw the ball away, and I don't know how to force Buckner, of all people, going to intercept that, but he does. Very unfortunate. We end up making the touchdown saving tackle, which hindsight probably should have let him score because he ends up running the ball, wasting our timeout, and then we run commit. Von Bell was actually in a situation to make that play, but he didn't for some reason. Now we're actually going to go to this PA draw shot cross, I think it's called. Don't know exactly, but it's the one that looks like that. PA draw, cross shot, something like that. And take a look at Jamar Chase here. This was a route that we used the rest of the game. It was super good, and this might be something you want to even use just because how quick that route developed. It wasn't super slow, got down the field super fast, and it's something that we were able to do. Now, one of the concepts I like to do out of single back this year is go with a lot of play action. I know a lot of people don't like using play action, but it's actually very good, especially for bringing the user down if you're able to establish any kind of a run game. Now, in this game, I didn't run the ball a whole lot or as much as I should have when you're running under center. As look at that defensive tackle just shed my life immediately off the play action. That's one of the reasons that some people don't like the play action. You see it right there. Here we get a normal protection, we get the time, and we hit Jamar Chase again. I do not know how he got his feet in there, but he did manage to, and then we're able to punch it in, double team Buckner with the inside stuff, and Mixon's able to fight to get us the game-tying touchdown. That pretty much ran out the clock in the first half. And unfortunately, we don't get the ball to start. But once again, I said I'm not a good, first half defensive player. We only gave up one touchdown, really. We can kind of count out that second touchdown because that was a weird interception. But again, you'll see some adjustments are made here. And immediately I go to the nickel 3-3-5 Sam formation or will formation. I don't remember exactly which one's in the Bears playbook. But this is a play that I talked about yesterday in my video. I do highly recommend you guys go check that out if you want to see how this defense is ran. It's not too many adjustments either. And in this game, I didn't really make a whole lot of adjustments, but you'll notice my opponent starts struggling to move the ball. It's not as easy as it was on that first drive. He's kind of abandoning the run game, which I don't know why he did. He was getting pretty good yardage on the ground, but that's just what people do. The cause of a lot of people's problems in this game and every Madden game is just impatience. You can run the ball for 3 or 4 yards every single play, but the question is, are you going to, be patient enough to do that? Most people aren't. They get impatient. They want to start moving the ball. They don't want to put themselves in third down after third down, and they start throwing. And there you see we get the stop. I'm not sure why my opponent paused that. That wasn't open. Yes, we kind of bumped his receiver, but that should have been an interception if it was accurately thrown. So I don't know why he thinks that he got, just completely cheated over. But anyways, we're going back to that deeper cross, or you can definitely incorporate some motion. You notice on the run game, as we do here, we actually incorporate the tight end motion over. When you motion him over to the inside, he actually becomes a fullback. So it definitely can be a tell, but you could probably create some cool pass concepts. Again, I haven't even scratched the surface with this particular formation as far as setups go. We're running some very basic setups. Once again, in the red zone, what's my favorite route? It's going to be the wheel route as we execute there. Again, I love it out of gun. I love it out of single back especially because it cuts a little bit quicker. But mesh post out of gun bunch in particular, that's going to be one of your best plays. Now here, we pretty much have control of the game. Now, if our opponent's going to do anything, what he has to do is he has to take a 5-minute drive off the clock, score a touchdown, and that's going to be his path to victory. We're still in this cover 6 invert, and you notice he is having nothing open in the passing game, whereas a little bit earlier in the game, he might have some things. You'll see there's a couple of maybe small weaknesses, and those are going to be the flats on the cover 2 invert side. That's the main weakness. Again, I like to rush 4, and we notice he's scrambling out a lot, so we make the adjustment to contain. That's going to force him to make a throw from the pocket, and Chidobe Awuzie is right there on that 3rd and 21 to make the stop. So 4th and 21, playing the same defense, 4-man rush contain. I would play the sticks, but I don't want to cancel the match coverage, so we're just going to play the curl flat normally. He's going to play pretty dang deep anyway, and you notice Wentz going to break a sack, but nothing open. He had nowhere to go with the ball. He's going to end up taking the sack pretty much anyway. So first play on offense, we take advantage, and we throw the touchdown. And just there again, the adjustments made from that first drive. He has not scored a touchdown since his first drive, and he has had 2 other drives. So we've made those adjustments again. It's fine to give up a touchdown on your first drive. Don't rage quit the game. This is a perfect example. Why? Because this guy, you can tell he's not very good, and that you'll be able to find a defense eventually that stops him. I mean, it's not every match defense going to do this to bot players. we were in that cover 4 show 2 match coverage out of the 3-5 wide, and it wasn't doing this to him. So it's just finding the right defenses, going through your playbook, using every formation. I could have went to a nickel triple and absolutely blitzed him out of the game if I wanted to, especially after I noticed he went to the pass. So you just have a lot of tools at your disposal. And it's really just figuring out how to put them all together. But really in control here. I don't know what he's doing. This guy. I've never seen someone take so long to pick a play or snap the ball in my entire life. And he continues that theme again, even on a late game situation where he needs points quickly. He ends up pretty much wasting 30 seconds or at least an extra play by taking 20 years to snap the ball. So, I mean, again, here we're going to give up anything short. We're not too worried about the deep pass. You see, he would have had that dig route a little bit later, but he's going to get impatient, sensed a little bit of pressure, and he's going to throw this interception to Awuzie again. Wish he was still on my Cowboys, but love to see him making plays somewhere else. And there you see the nice interception return. So again, it's a labbing video, so we might as well take the extra time that we have and try to put together one more touchdown drive. Again, I don't have any problem doing this. It's a labbing game, so here we go with a little slant combination. We're going to hit Jamar Chase wide open. Nice little click on, and that is straight up a drop. That's one that you would like him to catch. That was some good stick work, but it is what it is. Going to go back to the ground game. I didn't run it as much as I would have liked. There are still we still have the draw, we have the dive, we have that off tackle, which you saw there, and there's that halfback slam once again. And here's a new play. It's pack out and ups. We're just trying out new things. Here Jamar Chase has a very interesting take on what an out and up would be, and maybe it works. It's just a different way to run the route. Now I'm not sure why he cut so early, but it did work in favor because it opened up Tyler Boyd on his little slant right there. But I mean, this is what you got to do in labbing games. And what does this play look like? Oh, it's a Y out HP swing. So now we have a play that's almost exactly like that with maybe a little bit of a worse corner out. We try to go up top, but T. Higgins does not come up with it. But I mean, this is what you do in lab games. You're not going to play conservatively. You're not going to throw running back hooks the entire game. You're going to try out new things. And that's what I urge you all to do, especially if you're playing regs. There's nothing on the line. It's not like it's a weekend league game. So if you're ever trying out a new formation, I usually recommend running regs. Of course, seasons would be fine as well if you don't care too much about your record or undefeated season, whatever the case may be. But 46 seconds left. We're going to go to this halfback slam now. And you see, we're getting pretty good yards. 4-man fronts. These aren't exactly the worst run defenses in the game. And we're picking up pretty solid yards. We're just going to go no huddle. Here we go with the slot corner setup again. Tyler Boyd wide open. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you why we highballed that, but we did. Again, I don't have any reason for doing that, but we just decided to do it. I know sometimes you guys get anxious in the pocket, throw high balls. I do it very often as well. Here we're just going to go to again, this play, PA waggle. Pretty solid where you have this baby corner out. Could have easily thrown the flat, but we might as well go up top as close as we can to Chase. Going to go hurry up to pretty much set up one last play, and we're just going to run this slot corner play stock and try to hit a touchdown with one touchdown as the clock expires. So we're just going to roll out and throw that high ball to B, and that is going to pretty much wrap up the game. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Again, defensively would be kind of a tougher video because if I try out a defense and I give up 4 touchdowns, can I really even upload that? No, but maybe we try it out. Let me know if you want to see any other offenses in this kind of a fashion. Of course, normally this could also be a live commentary type of a game. So with that being said, I'm going to head out of here and peace.